following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2.
Hello everyone and welcome to what will be our final streamed match of the Archery April round of 64 here over in the Bow region. We had Short kick things off for us with the first stream of the day over in D-Flex, and now we wrap it up with me, G-Man, and Bow. And we have a good one for you here. It's going to be number 3 seed Evan coming off a strong debut showing in February Flurry, going up against J Money, who is making his return after stepping out for February, but is coming back in Archery April, looking to get his season off to a good start. And we will see who ends up coming out top in this one. And we'll take a look at what's happened earlier today. We started things off at 2:15 in the D-Flex region, where we had a very close match, where Aiden Smith was barely able to advance over number 15 seed Mabel, who put up an incredible fight, but just came up a bit short in the end. Aiden Smith moves on in the into the round 32 for the second time in a row in a Game 7 situation, so Aiden kind of building up some of that resilience with the pressure, but he moves on. And then on our first stream, we saw Arnhem and Puzzle Dan go at it. Started off as a back and forth, but Arnhem kind of just ran away with it at the end, wins that 1-4-1, moves on, in the D-Flex region, ends there. So the field is set, but now we have the Bow and Crusade region, who need to find out our last two players in the round 32. Starting things off here with Evan and J Money going at it 3-14. Winner of this match faces, I believe, let me just double check. Yeah, winner of this match is gonna face Fitzy, who actually got his first career win since 2023. So it was been a while there, but Fitzy running a bit of momentum here, both looking for a big one here as well. J Money looking for his first, Evan looking for his third of the season. And then finally, wrapping up the round. In about an hour over in the Crusade region. It might run at the same time as this, but Bree and Nifty going at it. Bree with the big run to the Final Four in February Flurry, looking to have a repeat of that. And then Nifty, who had a good play in showing, looks to pull off the big upset here in a tournament that has not seen a lot of upsets. So we will see what happens. But over to the bracket here in the Bow region, lower half. Yeah, and we talk about not a lot of upsets, but we do see two of the upsets right here. Top half of this lower half, it's going to be KG's and Jamie in the round of 32 after both defeated their opponents 4-2. Jamie taking out Bob Ross 4-2 after a bit of a hectic and fast game. Bob Ross eventually had to go, so he forfeited Game 6, and that gave Jamie the win. And then KG's over Clint. Clint looking to rebound after have a good showing after the good run in February, but unfortunately that comes to an end by the hands of rookie KGS, who is one of the few rookies who make it out of the first round here, looking to be debuted in the tournament and go on a run. But that'll be an interesting match here with the 15-10. And then, of course, as we mentioned before, Zachary Fitzwater getting that first career win in a while over Ryan C. Did a great job to be able to do that, but we'll have some tough competition here in this next round against the winner of this match, whether it be Evan or J Money, but both looking to have a good showing. Now we go over to the stream. Again, I'm joined by Yoshi, who will be my co-commentator and the referee. I mean, Yoshi, we saw what Evan was able to do last tournament. J Money, we've only seen him once in Acoustic August, had a solid showing, but unfortunately didn't get that win in that tournament, but it's been a while since then. We'll start with Evan. Any just general thoughts on what you feel Evan needs to do to be able to get the win here? Because he is going up against someone who I don't think he has a lot of experience against, doesn't really know what they're going to bring to the table. Yoshi?
He kind of had to face players that he didn't know. Uh, so to me, that's just it's not going to be much different here. I mean, he's now projected to win this game, so I guess it'll feel a little bit different because now he's the higher seed. But being pinned against J Money, we'll see how he does, and I think I think he's got the skills to get the win. J Money, we'll have to see how he plays. I think if he plays the way that I remember, then I think he's also going to put up a good fight. Um, yeah, it's why we planned for his stream to be. It's why we planned to stream for him last tournament, but just didn't have the time at the time. So now we're finally going to see him after a little bit. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. I think both players have a lot to prove here.
Yeah, I think both looking for a big showing here. But we will see what happens. We'll start with Evan here, who was doing a very, very long countdown to this game since about an hour and a half ago. But now we're here. The clock is about to hit 0 technically, but I mean, Evan, you go into this 2-1 on the season. You have a good start. Yeah, a good start in February. You're definitely someone who looks to be in the playoffs, but got a tough challenge here ahead against J Money, looking to get that first career win after a strong showing in Acoustic August. But any comments on what you feel you need to do in this match and what you've learned from your first run at it in February going into this tournament? And I believe Evan and J Money will both be typing their answers, so we might have a bit of a wait here. But in the meantime, while Evan's typing that, I'll go over the J Money. This is your first showing in a while. We had the tournament debut in Acoustic August. Didn't quite get the win there in that, but was able to get some good experience there. You do come back in Archery April now, looking for that first win, and technically your second go at it. What do you expect going into this, and what do you feel is the end goal for this match? All right, as both them typing, we will wait a bit. I just got a ping. There we go. All right, so for Evan, got to use my cards to my advantage, perhaps slow down the opponent quite a bit. So maybe a bit of pace management, we'll see, who knows. And then for J Money, still typing it up here. But again, I am interested to see how this goes. This will be I believe this is going to be Evan's second stream, and then this will be J Money's first go at it on stream.
It might be Evan's third.
Is it Evan's
because
third?
I know Evan beat Rune on a stream, and then I think he also against Mark. I think that was also a stream.
Oh, I think that was actually streamed. Yeah, so this might actually be Evan's third. So he's been on quite a few so far. Let me just double check that real quick.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
All right. Okay. So, anyways, for J Money, hold on. Yeah, for J Money, to be honest, don't know what to expect from my opponent as for outcome. Hopefully, come out on top. All right. And then just a quick fact check here as Ayoshi will start the game up. Would be February. Yeah, so this would actually be Mark's third stream, so yeah, not Evan's
Wait.
third stream. So he's been a while. I'm reading the titles here, so I got it all mixed up. But Evan's third go out in stream, so he's a little bit more comfortable in this environment. But again, Evan will be the higher seed, and he will have the first game call. So we'll see what he goes with here. But I mean, he usually sticks around with a general range, but I'm curious to see if he'll stick around that or maybe go something a little different.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Evan, feel free to pick the card start. Now I think yeah, because I'm pretty sure when J Money played against Ami, I don't think that was streamed. A part of me thinks it could have been, but I don't think it was. I mean, it would be interesting.
Right.
But
Full send
okay,
right away.
definitely. a rare time to see 15, a rare game to see 15, it being the first game. But wow, okay. Um, feels feels a bit early to send that GIF. I'll wait on that. But yeah, huge. Definitely trying to make things interesting to start things off. Right, and the zero sugar as well. And, Evan trying to just really make things a little bit unique here as far as the starting game. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen J Money play for sure.
Yeah,
But still,
yeah, I do think J Money might take it a little bit slower at the gates here. But we'll see how the pace goes throughout. Might get a bit fluctuated, but again, 15 cards to start things out. Gotta make sure you have your hand all in order. But yeah, I mean, we see that
okay.
right there. Better for screen reverse. That'll give him the lead here. Looking for maybe a 3-card switch or something more.
Yeah, yeah. I guess just had to make sure he didn't mistype. So yeah, really getting that getting an interesting start, and we go with the green 2.
So will be a 3-card switch here, and that will be a good opening for J Money as he'll take the lead from that. Never runs green as well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we do expect both players to be able to run for a little bit, especially if they keep switching the colors. But we could see some early draws if we see both of them kind of stubborn to keep it on a specific color. So we'll see if they run down the green. But okay, J Money's
Yeah,
gonna switch out of it.
a little bit of light switching to start things out. Just kind of feeling feeling the table right now. And crossover to yellow, and
Oh,
that is going to be Pandora's early.
yeah. I mean, these are some quick switches here. I didn't think we'd be seeing so much already, but uh,
It is
you
15.
know, that's true. Guess Evan wanted to take advantage of the numbers, really trying to play the numbers game, double play to try and yeah, he ties it up, but J Money with possession arrow. Okay. So he finds his way back into green. I believe well actually he's the one that switched out of it. So yeah, I guess just trying to give up some looks and interestingly enough, it actually forces Evan to draw. Not sure if we expected that, but that is good for J Money. Plays the green 8. Yeah, nothing there. And yeah, okay, well now he's got the opportunity to really just run down his cards.
Yeah, I
Evan can look for the switch. There you go.
definitely needed that there because I didn't want to fall too behind. But yeah, J Money was able to run this green well. Might be able to take advantage of that. We got another
Wow.
crossover here, and now we go back into yellow.
Yeah, okay. J Money not definitely familiar with those crossover plays. All right, can he capitalize and find something here?
And
Wow.
another
He
light
has
switch.
more green.
I mean, that doesn't really surprise me that he has more green, but I mean, he light switching again here. And another crossover
Okay,
into blue. We're getting a lot of switches here early on.
Evan avoiding the draw there. He definitely didn't want to be back on green. We'll see. Where J Money's getting low on cards. Have to start being careful of your switches.
Blue one
Okay, there's
just
the blue one.
keeps rolling it down here. I mean, ultimately, besides that three card run at the start, not really a lot of ammo from J Money so far. So it could be a save, but also could be just got all numbers. There's the first ditto.
Okay. So yeah, both players seem to be wanting this blue. For J Money's getting is pretty is really getting down to it in terms of cards. But yeah, doesn't seem to be a strong hand as in terms of having runs to the finish. So
I mean, both blue twos off the table both had one each. Could have maybe did it there earlier, but J Money is just kind of running it down here.
yeah, yeah, not too much ammo used at the moment. But we know with 15 cards, you're likely to have something. We'll see if J Money saved it up for the finisher.
I mean, could be a situation where he very much doesn't have anything, but he has a wild here, and he's
Okay.
looking to go back to green here. I know Evan's not going to love that because he was drawn before, so we'll see if he has anything to counter that.
I mean, if he's been saving anything, then he knows he's got to use it
No,
here.
nothing.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have anything, so this is gonna be either Uno or the game.
Yeah, just past 6 minutes here. Looking like we could be getting down to the end of game one. I'm just waiting to see what J Money does here. I mean, this is Uno or the game here. It's a double green
Oh
wild.
my
And I
god.
think that is gonna do it because if Evan didn't
What
respond to the
is
first one,
happening?
I think that might be it. Unless that's an incredible save.
I hold on. So did J Money have
Nothing.
3 wilds to finish?
Does he have a fourth? Yes. Oh my
Oh,
god, he does have. No, he has a third.
oh yeah,
Um,
that's why I said I think that's why he did that. I was like, why would you wild again? Oh, it's because you have another wild.
I don't think I have ever seen 3 wilds in a row to end a game, but I mean,
Bro.
didn't Needham was able to navigate the numbers, and then it was just kind of smooth sailing to the end that one. But J Money goes up 1-0. Wow. I mean, J Money. I mean, I think you ran the numbers pretty well. Had a lot of good switches, and I think ultimately when you got down to the end there, you just had those 3 wilds to just kind of cruise to the end of that one. But any comments on how that first game went for your perspective? Anything you could take from that moving forward?
Yeah, that looked like a plan A and a perfect plan A because he was able to play every number and all he had left was wilds. So that's just huh.
I mean, it was able to take advantage of all the switches he needed to get that down. So that I mean, all the credit to J Money. Really set himself up to have an easy finish there. I mean, again, didn't really see much in terms of the runs. Although I don't know why Evan's longest card chain is 2. But,
Yeah, yeah, fair enough.
yeah.
Things could have been pretty scary if Evan had some like ammo, but unfortunately, it didn't seem like that was the case. So I feel like he couldn't really have done much. Uh, because even if he had good switches, J Money had 3 wilds. So like,
Yeah. Well, going into there, so I saw my hand, everything worked out. Happy it worked out, to be honest. All right. And then for Evan, anything you felt you could have done a bit differently there? I mean, I think ultimately that ending, there was not much you could do, but anything you felt that maybe could have been a bit different in terms of trying to force those wilds out earlier, or just kind of not working with much there.
yeah, I guess the only thing I could think of, maybe he had some +2s he didn't use, but those would be hindsight anyway. I don't. It's like I think for Evan, he doesn't need to worry about losing this game because it was mostly out of his control. Maybe if he did just one different thing, then maybe. But
Yeah, but I mean interesting opening game here, but J Money's gonna be the one who goes on top of start. All I had was the
all I
yellow.
really
Yeah,
had,
okay.
yeah, okay,
So to me the +2s and +4s were nowhere to be found then. So it's
yeah. No, that
interesting.
was interesting. No +4s for that game. So
Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll jump into game two here. Evan's still gonna have the arrow, but still is allowed to pick anything. Yeah, okay.
yep.
Gonna get full send in, and we're gonna revert back to OG. And we start with a blue 0, so 0 sugar.
All right, so it's going to be hard to switch this right off the bat unless you play a wild or something. But yeah, what we're going to see here, Evan trying for the big card start, kind of testing what J Money is capable of, and knowing that he can run on long game on long card, a high card start. Let's get long. Um, he now he's got to go back to what he's more comfortable with.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, and we start off with a triple play. Here's we're seeing more ammo than game one.
Yeah, big opening there for Evan, looking to tie things up here, but already down to 4 on that opening play and throws J Money back to 9. And J Money's kind of speechless on that one.
Oh yeah, if you didn't know, or he probably doesn't remember, you can chain more than 2 cards, but 4 is the max.
Oh, yeah, max
So
chain is 4 on that one, so. Alright, quick switch here. J Money's been doing a lot of color switching, so might see a little bit more of that as we go along, but we'll see how this works out. It's going to be a ditto here, so that's actually exactly what Evan wanted.
Well, okay, yeah, I mean, that's an interesting scenario. I mean, J Money likely didn't have any blues, just felt like I probably should switch. It's yeah, that's I mean, yeah, 7 cards, you don't really know what the player's gonna get.
Ooh,
But here comes J Money
now
though.
it's skip +2 of his own here on the yellow.
Oh, yeah, it's...
Does he stack it, or is it going to be just close? Yeah, it's going to be close. I mean, roughly the same as what Evan did at the start of the game, except instead of a 3, it's a 2. That
yeah, basically, yeah, ties the game off that as well.
Even here. See, both go down to 5. Evan's still with the position arrow, though.
Yeah, we're going to see what Evan can do. Can he play on this yellow, or does he go for the switch? Basically mirroring what J Money did after the triple.
Ooh,
oh,
man.
not...
+4,
Wow,
right?
that's
big. Another
that's
triple.
Huge move.
First +4 to the game goes to Evan, but that throws J Money again back to 9.
Yeah, big aggression from, I mean, I guess both players to an extent. I think, but Evan especially, that +4. I mean, really didn't want to, really wanted to maybe take a gamble. You know, instead of saving it as I usually do, maybe I'll try and use it early, and see if J Money gets anything off of that. And if he doesn't, then it'll definitely work out for Evan here. Sometimes you got to make those risks.
Yeah, J Money taking a second here. This could be a bit of thinking game, or maybe just a long chain, and it's gonna be.
Oh,
I mean, pretty much
just an ammo war.
It's just a mirror here at this point, because now it's yellow. Okay, this one's gonna be a little different here as he gets a switch into green, going for a bit of a longer run this time.
Crazy. 15 cards, barely any ammo, and 7 cards we get so much ammo. It's like, I mean, yeah, this bot can really make any kind of card start happen.
Yeah, big difference between the games there, but blue 3 switch here, gonna deny the green for now. And again, we are back down to 5 each. This time J Money with a position arrow.
Yeah, really just trying to just get the clap back at each other so they can even things out, and it seems to be working for both. But who's going to get the win is the key here. Now we're finally having a more tame scenario.
Will it be tame for long though? This is what I mean. Right now we're on a stare at blue, and Evan's gonna be the first to blink. Can J Money keep it going?
Yeah, also what you can do. We'll see what J Money has got left. He's got the switch.
This has been really good.
To green.
This has really been really good color switching from J Money so far. Able to line it up right.
Yeah, we'll see what Evan's got. I mean, he has a green 1, but if J Money needs this color, then it's gonna be tough.
I do think this is at least Uno here, but we'll see what happens. No, it's not actually.
Not.
I'm surprised by that. So that's an interesting switch from J Money, especially with Evan having the draw on blue. Maybe he was looking for a bit different number or something like that, but just didn't get it. Now we go into yellow, and now this is back to back where it's the opponent draws and the next turn is a switch.
Yeah, I was thinking like maybe J Money was trying to force a draw city because Evan switched out of green earlier. But yeah, it ends up he ends up finding the switch. Bot's being a little bit slow right now, but it's not a problem. Uh, okay, so yeah, basically down to the wire. Both kind of used up their ammo. It's really going to come down to the colors and the numbers here. The yellow 0, probably going to keep it yellow. J Money probably getting this Uno at the very least.
Oh, switch
Oh,
on the 0 to
oh
get the
my
Uno.
goodness.
Not going to be able to go back to yellow.
Yeah,
Can it be a blue or green, or is it... no, it can't be a blue. Can it be a green? The green's the only 0 left.
I mean, yeah, I think Evan could maybe get the Uno on the red, but that's I don't know. You put yourself in a pickle because that 0 seems safe, and now it could end up costing you the game here, depending on what Evan has left. I don't know, but we'll see. 2 cards.
Red. Oh, he ends the
Oh
game.
my
He
goodness, it was
snatches it.
actually
Snatches
a
it.
fatal switch.
I mean, he had the wild too, so I mean, kind of
Yeah.
was forcing him in the tough spot no matter what. But Evan snatches that at the end. Had the
Red.
red
Okay,
too.
then yeah, that was fair. Then yeah, J Money had to do that then. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I
What
mean,
a wild save.
even if it was different color, Evan would have just been able to wild something else and then end the game there. But yeah, really close one to end that one out. 6 minutes 12 seconds, but yeah, been a good series so far. Evan, I mean, you got the game. Evan, you got the game win to tie it up even. Anything you feel after that one as you now go to the away stand? Yeah, I mean that one really came down to the wire there. We saw some good ammo back and forth, but in the end it was J Money with the double to close that one out, and second game in a row with the wild.
Yeah, but both felt the pressure there. I mean, both were going crazy with the ammo. Evan ended up saving that wild though, or maybe got off the draw. Either way, uh, if it was a save, then yeah, it was definitely a really good save. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. That was just a good game.
All right, so yeah, Evan feeling the pressure there, but J Money's gonna take the arrow and now wants to go with 10. So yeah,
Hmm
1 here. And speaking of ones, we start with the red one.
Okay. Yeah, no, just I mean, I kind of like knowing what these two players could do, I kind of expected this to be a good match. We'll see how the rest of this unfolds, though. We could see someone gaining momentum, but and just getting a couple wins in a row. And 2 reds start off, and now will we see a switch? We're gonna keep it red, okay. Seeing where the hands lie from these two players. Waiting for a switch or just some kind of big move here. And there is the big move to switch into blue. The +2 as well in the middle of that. Yeah, J Money definitely was not expecting that, and now he's got to readjust here.
Yeah, a bit rattled by that with the 4 card run. Just response back with the blue 5. And Evan doesn't have any more blues, so
Ooh,
kind of used all of
patience.
it there.
Or I guess rather, J Money was just gonna test the blue there. Yeah, I mean you put yourself in a tough spot. You kind of think, do I switch the color? Do I try and see if he has more blue? I mean, either way, I think whether he had the option to, he had that option or not. I think keeping it blue, it's always a safe bet. And here comes J Money with an interesting play when you're behind, but I could see this working out depending on what he's planning here. Yeah, I mean, Evan's going to play it cool. We kind of expect Evan to have green. The thing is, what is J Money doing with that green wild right off? Right early, you would say.
I mean, we've seen so far J Money kind of just rolling with the numbers here, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a elongated run on green, but maybe gets a bit of a thing going with the ammo.
Yeah, maybe just wanted to get a run, just to put himself in the lead potentially. I could see that.
Oh, a slight
Oh,
mistake
the miss.
there. Mistyped
Okay,
the green +2. Only the green A comes out.
miss. Yeah, I mean, I think just missed a space in between the yeah. That's what went wrong there, unfortunately.
All right, gonna be
Which
a ditto
Evan,
here.
okay.
So, I mean, for J Money might be able to just recover from it, but I mean, if that was his only green, that could be a bit of a problem.
That was his only green. Yeah, if he doesn't have any more green numbers, he's gonna have to leave the door open. Um, but if he has more green, then yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
All right, he is
Yeah,
gonna
there
have
you
green,
go.
so gets away with it, but yeah, I think that actually gives J Money the lead now.
Wow. All right, Evan finds the yellow. So first time, yeah, that's Pandora's now. Could leave both.
Ooh, that's
Uh,
not what J Money wants there. Switch the yellow, and again, okay,
oh,
yellow
okay. Well,
7. Okay, so have the yellow
might have been a
7.
mistype.
J Money
Might have
a
been a
little rattled.
mistype.
It actually reveals he
Yeah.
doesn't have a green 7, but because it would have said you can't play that card, but yeah, double from
Yeah, I
Evan.
mean, not the worst mistake to make, but still, we see Evan still being after that green wild. We see Evan still being able to keep this a close game without getting much draws out of
Yeah,
it.
I
And here's
mean,
a ditto. Ah, we'll
Evan
see. We'll see if that works out.
Evan's got the lead here, so if this runs numbers, he's in the driver's seat. And it's not gonna run
Okay.
numbers. It's gonna run a +4 to the end, and Evan's gonna be up 2-1.
Uh, all right. Yeah. I mean, again, being patient to save that +4 even after the wild. Maybe he could have. Maybe he got off the +2. That's also a possibility, which would be unfortunate in J Money's end. But yeah, I wonder what J Money had left. He was down to 3, I believe. Yeah, I wonder if J Money had a run to the finish or if he was just kind of hoping that things would work out with like the numbers that he had.
Yeah, I mean, Evan up 2-1 here. I mean, any comments on the game? I know you talked about how last game was very stressful, but how were the emotions this one? And for J Money, he has his T now, so maybe a bit of a boost here going into the rest of the series. Could have the physical T and also the figurative T on what Evan's doing, but feeling pretty good after that one.
Yeah, I guess. Guess I just want to talk about the game. Which is understandable. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Evan, real quick, did you save the +4 or did you get it off of J Money's +2? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but from yeah, dang. Okay, so I was thinking like he either had really good save on that, or yeah, he got off the +2, and so sometimes those little, so that maybe the gods were telling him when he misplayed that +2, yeah, maybe maybe they were right to not have him play that +2, but unfortunately he didn't list it. And that gave him the +4. So really just unfortunate in terms for J Money there.
All right. Yeah, that's how it goes. But we jump into game 4 here. And we'll see how it plays out here. And again, the away stand won the even game last time, so we'll see if J Money can make it 2-2. But
Yeah, just can't be 15. Ooh,
or actually no,
112.
the away stand won. I'm mixing up my words here, but away stand won last time, so Evan's looking to make it 3-1. J Money looking to have a bit of an inverse of that first homestand. But we start with the red 8. It's been numbers to start things out throughout this one. I mean, we've seen throughout this round we've had some weird starts with the wilds and the general ammo to start things off, but this game's been mostly number starts as we start with a ditto. So both red 8s off the table immediately.
All right. Yeah, I mean, again, honestly, after that first and second game, we kind of get a good idea of what these players what these players' potentials can be, and now it's really going to come down to the adaptation and the play styles that unfold throughout the series. We see Evan just getting a little bit lucky in that game 3, and that was all he really needed to win there. Let's see what can happen now. J Money drawing, self-drawing, which we don't see very often, or at least we haven't seen very often. We haven't seen him self-drawn in barely at all until this point. Yeah,
I
according to the
believe
bot.
J Money's only that's only his second self
Yeah,
draw of the game thus far.
yeah, definitely interesting. But here we get the switch, so J Money now gets an opportunity to play again, and does it with the blue 0. Yeah, Evan gets a little bit of a lead here. It could be useful. We'll see how he takes advantage of that. And yeah, he goes for a big play to get down to 6 with the blue 6. And yeah, J Money just trying to play this cool, not go to not to panic, not going for a switch, just trying to keep it blue, seeing what happens. And yeah, does work out for this scenario. And J Money, that allows him to get the switch that he potentially was looking for. Opens up Evan though.
He's been wanting to do these switches throughout most of this series, so we are seeing a lot of what we've seen thus far from J Money. I mean, color switches are relatively even, but J Money is in the advantage.
Yeah, we'll see. I think when you're behind on cards, you definitely need a plan. But also there's definitely a way you can just steal the lead or even steal the win. Regardless, I think there's still a lot to be played here. We see oh my goodness. Okay,
Double yellow +2.
I mean, this could be the big plan I was talking about, and I was gonna say, like, I mean, all it takes is for Evan to draw, and really for
Ooh, big
J
run.
Money to start having more control. But in terms of what's happening right now, we're seeing potentially a 7-bagger finish, or J Money just trying to put Evan in check, forcing him to make a risky
Well,
move.
it's
No,
gonna be
that's
the
just gonna
game.
be
It's just a
game.
7-card finish. I mean, huge run there to end that 340. Yeah, we were tied. So 2-2, 2-2 here.
Yeah,
And
7. My goodness.
yeah, I'm not really sure if there's anything Evan could have done in that situation.
It appears that he had every color, so yeah, he was kind of screwed no matter what after the yellow 2 was played. So
yeah, I mean, you really could have gone anyway with that. With red start with the red skip, green skip, blue skip, and then yellow just kind of close it out to get that connection. But yeah, crazy stuff here. But I don't have much on that. J Money with a big run there to tie it up. going to basically a best of 3 now. Both still have the power play, so we'll see if someone
Oh
jumps
yeah.
early on that or if both decide to wait until they can just close the series out with that. I think that could be a difference on who wins, who loses.
Yeah, sometimes
Unfortunately, it did happen, so it is 2-2.
J Money got rattled by some of your runs and switches, and now J Money's doing the same right back to you, and it's interesting for sure. We're seeing just these big runs to the finish. Well, I guess I guess this is the first true big run to the finish. But back and forth series. I mean, I'm not surprised at all, but I really don't know how this is going to end. We see both players still have their power play. That can definitely the way they use it could make the difference between the wins for sure. Let's see. Yeah, okay. But yeah, the T definitely helping out J Money with that, and now Evan's gonna get the next call.
Yeah,
If
would
there's
be
nothing else
Evan.
to ask.
So yeah, I don't know if there's really much to ask on that one. We'll jump to game 5. Just kind of a big run to end that one.
Yeah. Yeah, Evan might have had some stuff, but it's hard to expect a run like that. So Evan just can't pick 10 for game 5. Goes one up.
We start blue 8. So
Or
again,
one down from the last game.
another number start.
Yeah, so goes up one from the card start he last won on, and goes one down from the last card start. So feeling good in this card start, hoping that J Money doesn't get a big run like that again, and we start off with a ditto. Second time we've seen that. Blue 9. And yeah, there goes the switch for Evan, looking to put some more control in his gameplay. Maybe thinking, maybe if I start switching a little bit more, I can rattle J Money's cage. The yellow 5 for the early game, just a matter of maybe looking for that one weak color.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, unfortunately,
Leaves the door open on that one.
yeah, unfortunately, Evan actually exposes himself with that yellow switch, only having the reverse afterward, and is now going to have to hope that he can find something. But no, what a zero! What a zero from J Money.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna force Evan into a tough spot here. It's gonna kind of be tailspin in a way, as J Money looks to slowly navigate the yellows, but unfortunately that plan is gonna get foiled here as Evan gets to switch the red. But J Money is still gonna be able to run it, but I don't know how much longer he would have wanted to run the yellow for. Maybe he was okay with the switch. All right, plus
Plus
2, red
2.
6. That's gonna pretty much it's gonna give Evan the lead here. We'll see what J Money responds with. Still pretty close.
Yeah, plus 2 shifts the game up in terms of who has the lead. We get the 9 from J Money. And another double play. Definitely showing that he's got some 8s to play here in his hand. And yeah, they're just running it down. Not too many self draws, especially from J Money for sure. But we'll see what happens here. I mean, we expect a draw at some point from either player, or maybe just finding that good switch. Yeah, there it is. He finds the green. Can J Money run on the screen? We see. Well, this is the first time we've seen green in this game, so that is Pandora's box. So there's a lot on the table.
J
Just plays a
Money's
green
still
four.
running J Money's still running it on the numbers here, but we'll see if Evan keeps it running. I mean, he did have to switch the green here, so I would think he has at least something. Yeah, green 1 just keeps running it down.
All right. J Money. We've seen him have some big runs. Could be finding another one that he saved up here.
Oh, and he does find it.
Oh my god.
3 cards there. And Evan goes with the defensive power play there. Blocks J Money from potentially getting the finish.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I was thinking
Switch to
that's
immediate, switch to
crazy.
4. I don't think
That
it's a
is
bad.
insane.
I don't think it's a bad move here, but Evan's gonna want to get this game here. Otherwise, this could go horribly wrong. A crossover to
Oh
red.
my goodness.
Really playing
What's
really
going
playing
on?
risky with this. J Money's been able to benefit off these switches a lot. We'll see if he can keep doing that here. But Evan looking
It's
to try
hard to
something a bit different.
So much happened in such little
+4
time.
and
Oh
a wild,
no.
and that's probably going to do it. Man, J Money
Okay.
gets the win.
So
Power play, unfortunately, not successful for Evan.
I was thinking if you power play there, you have to like switch. You have to have, I don't know, a way to switch the color. But also either way, he was kind of screwed because he had what happened there. So now I need to know what did J Money get off of that power play?
Yeah, that is the
'Cause
completely question. But I mean, J Money, what was the power play? What was the power play card there? That you ended up getting off the draw because
I'm
it did
pretty
look
sure
like
he
he had a
had the
finish.
+4. He had a +4 for sure, but I don't know if he drew a wild or he drew a yellow 4. Oh
Oh
my,
wow.
yeah, he just got a wild off that. So, I mean, that was just
Yeah,
unfortunate
I mean,
on all levels.
the way it played out, I don't think it would have mattered what that card was, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, Evan tried a big move. Honestly, that could have been game changing if it worked out, but unfortunately, J Money saving the +4. Even if he got like another number, I do think like him getting the blue 4 was unfortunate, and then J Money had the yellow 4. So no matter what that last card, no matter what that draw was, it was over. So just a lot of unfortunate situations there that now Evan's gonna have to come back from.
I've got to say also, ammo wise, I think it's been even because the 5-1 in the wilds is pretty misleading since 3 of those came from game 1 for Evan
Game
or
one.
for J Money, but I think it's just really about the timing of when it comes in that's really been playing the big difference here. Not necessarily who has the ammo, but just the timing of when you get it. So whether it's a save or just finding something off the draw, it's really been the big that's been really the big decider of this match so far.
Yeah, that's true. I do see that, and J Money definitely might kick himself for losing the way he did there, but I think he it's only you only need like you're not very far behind. You can definitely if things go your way, you can definitely find a way to still win this series. It's just going to be tougher without the power play. Um, but yeah, we'll see what happens here. Things are looking good for J Money.
Yeah, all right. J Money's gonna have the game 6 call here, and he's one away from possibly getting his first career win, in his second attempt. But gonna go with 13 here. We'll see if we get another number start here, and we do. It's gonna be a yellow 8, so 8 once again, but on a different shade.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, J Money could start, and then Evan will come back.
Yeah.
Clock will keep running though, but I mean, J Money probably looking through his hand here, might see what he wants to go with the opening here. Might have a little extra time also.
Yeah, definitely could take his time to look through his hand.
I mean, in the meantime, we could take a. I mean, in the meantime, maybe just take a quick peek in on D1 here, for just a second. Yeah, let's go over here. Carson, Brian. It is currently 2-1 right now. As Brian just got the game 3 win, and now they're kind of rolling through. On that, I mean, there's the card count for you, but this is just kind of a quick intermission here as we wait. Again, not an official stream here, but just got something going here.
Oh, great! That's crazy time.
All right, here we go. and now he's back. So we're going to jump back to the game here. And starts off with the yellow 4 here from J Money. And Bree jumps into the call also, who will be in the last match of the round coming up in about 15 minutes. So yellow 4, Evan going with the light switch here to start things off. J Money rolling with the green. Again, 13 cards, so we do have a bit of a ways before we get towards the end. But yeah, big run for Evan. Evan looking to get an early lead here. He knows he needs to have that distance with J Money still having the power play.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and again, J Money's just kind of rolling with the numbers right now.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Evan, like he definitely likes to practice, but at the end of the day, he's still relatively new to this league. I mean, still trying to learn the best times to use power play. So I won't put it past him too much on on making that power play mistake. It can definitely take some time to really optimize when to use it, but
I mean,
we'll see what happens.
I don't think in theory it was a bad power play. It's just kind of with the ending that J Money had, it just wasn't going to work out. So
yeah, fair enough. Let me check these guys in because I know who's supposed to.
well, Bree's already here. It's just nifty, but
Yeah, I'll do that.
and Evan's going to go for another switch here as J Money drew on the blue. So Evan getting off to a good lead here, 6-10. And another draw from J Money. He has no blue, no yellow, so this could be trouble for J Money here.
Okay, now that is an interesting thing. He either has a really difficult hand, or there's something he's trying to hide, something he doesn't want to really. He doesn't want to play his cards right now, but maybe he has something big prepping up. We saw that with J Money in the last 2 games, but right now he's gonna draw. That's crazy, but
I mean, this is this is good for Evan here because J Money's not getting these switches, and he's just kind of rolling through with this. And he's gonna throw 2 more onto J Money here as he goes.
Giving him more cards.
Just keeps going down.
And look at that, 3 cards to 14. That is the seeds that they are as well. So really, just things are looking good for Evan here.
It's just what is J Money getting off these draws? So that's really the big thing because I mean, if he's not getting anything and Evan's able to run this through, J Money's desperately looking to find something here, but negates the +2 here. We'll see if Evan keeps rolling on the yellow.
Yeah, just gotta hope for the draw here. But if Evan has a +4 stage, it's gonna be most likely game 7. He has a yellow 1. Just more yellows. I mean, it's just been a clean game for Evan here, just really being able to take advantage of the draws.
Yellows galore. I think, and I feel like Evan here. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen on this. Whether he keeps running the yellow or maybe goes into a switch of some sort. But I mean, he's put himself in a good spot right now to force a game 7. But gonna have to be able to execute on that and close the game out.
Yeah, J Money has 12 cards, but we don't know what those 12 cards are.
We know it's not a lot of yellows and blues though. That much for sure.
That's true.
Could maybe be a few another yellow in the pocket. And there's the
+4. This is what I was thinking.
Yeah, jumps on it. Didn't feel safe, and it's gonna throw Evan back to 8.
I think he wanted to save some of the good cards he had, and now he kind of feels like, okay, he's at 2. I gotta stop that. And now he puts himself right just behind Evan. Evan's still in the lead though, and is gonna play a green 0.
Yeah, but now this is much closer for J Money now, which Evan does not want. Especially if Evan doesn't really have much to have a run to the finish, could be a bit problematic.
Green 1. I mean, now we're gonna see how things build up from these two. We Evan getting a lot of the cards that he has now came from J Money's +6. So this is gonna be interesting if he can adapt to that new hand.
Ooh.
Double red 1.
I mean, Evan's kind of running the danger area right now because you don't really know what J Money has on green red. We saw him draw a bit on yellow and blue before, but this could be the spot where things could be trouble. But we also have to see what Evan has as well, because I mean, if he has a lot of red green, be able to roll with it. And a +2, I mean, that's gonna throw J Money back some more.
2, yeah, double
But
play. Okay.
I think the biggest thing for Evan is he needs to keep this distance here. Because I mean, the closer you get down to 0 here for J Money, the more danger there is of a power play to end it. But
Another 0 as well.
also could just be no power play. I mean, we've seen people win without power play before, so J Money could just
Yeah.
roll through with
I
that.
mean,
But
it's
Wild
been a while
Blue,
since G-Money's been here. If he remember, I mean, I'm sure he's aware of the
I mean,
power play.
he saw what Evan did. So I mean, if he chooses to do it, he'll know. But yeah, Evan done.
Yeah,
Evan's
blue wild.
going down.
Okay.
Blue wild. I mean, I think this is really where Evan
I
needs to go. And
understand.
another +4 here
Oh,
that's gonna throw
well,
him back
okay,
again.
hold on. Okay, well, the good thing the good thing though is, like, Evan understanding that he can't power play or anything. The best he can do is force J Money to use his ammo, and that blue wild definitely helped there to force the +4 out. So hopefully that stalls J Money's plan that he originally had. That I think he was trying to go for there.
I mean, that is 2 +4 so far from J Money. Evan would hope he doesn't have a third, but
Oh my god,
yeah,
not another game where it's
it is a
3.
bit of a prolonging the game here. But I mean, Evan dragging those cards out of J Money is really going to be what he needs, because you can't let him save that all the way to the end.
Yeah, I mean, J Money could again have a powerful hand. There's
+2.
another +2. Okay.
Taking a second, but
Okay. I don't think. Yeah, no, it's still gonna take a
red
second.
9.
There we go. And 4-7 in favor of J Money. Now, Evan just gotta see what he can do now. Yeah, he keeps getting cards, starting to get frustrated. I understand, and he can't
no
play
more
on red.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
this could be trouble here as J Money gets closer
Oh
and closer.
no.
Double red 9. That's gonna force him in a bad spot.
Needs a good draw here. It's some kind of top deck to really save himself, but unfortunately he's not finding it. J Money in a great spot. Can he finish the job?
Switch the green
He
9.
gets the switch.
That's another switch from J Money. He's been able to find these crucial switches here. Green skip draw, and I think Evan is running out here.
Skip.
And this might be it.
Yeah.
Green 2, Uno, and J Money just gotta throw the last card down. It's gonna be another switch here,
Wow,
and a lot of switches from J Money. Gets the win, gets the first career win in his second try. J Money wins this one 4-2 in a really strong showing from him. But yeah, I mean, we'll go to J Money here. I thought really great game plan going into this. He was able to use the color switches a lot to get what you needed. You were able to kind of prevent Evan from being able to get run it down. I think eventually after the second +4 and then the +2, I think it kind of just forced Evan in the spot where he was just not getting much, and it was just running out of gas at that point, and you're able to just kind of roll it to the finish there with the color switches. Tell me your thoughts here. You get your first career win, and now you move on to round 32. Just any thoughts on how you're able to get the job done tonight? And then for Evan, obviously not the showing you wanted. Definitely put up a good fight, but unfortunately, I think at some points cards were just not in your favor. Anything you take from this going into tournament 3 is to look to get another run going there, as I know this is probably not the result you were hoping for. But yeah, in about 7 minutes also we're gonna have our last match of the round with Nifty and Bree. So we'll see how that goes. That'll be 2v15. Or actually 2v18, 2v18.
Wait,
Seeming
that
like
could
good tea to
see,
recommend. I mean, that might
that
be.
is actually crazy. After J Money mentioned T, he didn't drop a game.
That is true. The tea was a power up, so might need a another brew of it in the round of 32, and we might go on a run. We'll see.
Exactly 35 minutes. I mean, just a very clean game from both. Maybe a little bit of uh hindsight mess ups from Evan, but I mean, still, I do think this was a very good series. And J Money, I mean, I'm curious to see how far he can get um off of this win. I mean, he faces Fitzwater next. I don't know how that's gonna go, honestly, and it's a match against two people that KT knows very well, so that'll be interesting. But uh yeah, we'll be have some implications for who even makes it past the round, who wins that game. Uh I mean, this whole pod in the Bow region has mostly been upsets, and Fitzy almost nearly got upset too. So Fitzy actually controlling this pod in particular, so that's interesting. But yeah, J Money, great fight. We'll see how he does in the next round.
Yeah, and then we'll take a look at the bracket here as we go to it. Yeah, Fitzy versus J Money in the next round. Yeah, I mean I think this is gonna be an interesting one. We'll see what happens. But I mean, especially for J Money, he could be looking to go on a run here. As I mean, Fitzy did get his first win in a really long time, but still looked a bit rocky in that one. We'll see if J Money can bring back some more tea and go on a run here potentially. Because again, first career win. This is his second tournament, so um, might be able to make up for the miss in February with a good run here to help his playoff chances. But we'll have to see how that goes. Um, but yeah, that will do it for the Bow region. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, Yoshi, any final thoughts on the game? And I mean, the round is pretty much going to be over here. Nifty Breeze just about to begin, but any just general thoughts on both the round and then this game itself?
Yeah, look, I think Evan could definitely be upset losing this, especially looking at the seeding and whatnot. But I I mean, there's not too much to be upset about. I feel like with what he had, he did basically almost as good as he could have. Maybe some little mistakes he has to fix in from now to the next tournament. But he's at least got some wins. Um, he's definitely still got a long journey ahead. I think Evan can bounce back from this if for sure. We'll see how he does, but I think for both players, I knew they both have potential, and Evan unfortunately gets the short end of the stick. So I'm interested to see if he can bounce back, but I think for J Money, there's a lot on the line here. I if you beat Fitzwater and he's after then you get into the round of 16. I mean, it would be pretty interesting because um, for someone as busy as J Money, I mean, it would be rare. We won't get to see him very often, so seeing him making it to the round of 16 would be something. But Fitzy won't be that easy. So I'm definitely excited there. But yeah, this match was good for sure. It was a good stream.
Yeah, I mean, going to the bracket
Jeez,
one more
one more
time
point.
in a tournament so far that hasn't had a ton of upsets. That was only the eighth upset by an actual match. In the round of 64, but a lot of lower seeds here in the bottom half of the Bow region. 15, 10, now 14, and then 6 with Fitzy being the highest seed of these four. Could be interesting to see if we have one of the Cinderellas be in this part of the bracket, but we'll find out what happens. But with that said, that'll do it for us in the opening round of Archery April. Thank you so much for watching. We'll have some more D1 coverage for you coming soon. But then also round 32 coverage for the Archery April coming up. in a few days, but we'll see what happens. Congratulations to J Money on the win here, and on behalf of the commission team and everyone else who came here to watch, thank you all so much, and we will catch you for Archery April round of 32. But until then, have a great night, everyone.
This has been a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 2.